Hello and welcome to Health, Fitness and Nutrition, the YouTube channel where we explore various topics related to your well-being. In this video, we are going to talk about how breathing actually works. Breathing is something we do every day, without even thinking about it. But do you know what happens inside your body when you inhale and exhale? Let's find out. Breathing is also known as ventilation, and it is the process of taking air into and out of the lungs. The air we breathe is made up mainly of nitrogen and oxygen, but it also contains other gases, such as carbon dioxide and water vapor. The air enters our body through the nose or the mouth, and then travels down the throat, through the voice box, and into the windpipe. The windpipe is also called the trachea, and it splits into two branches called the bronchi. Each bronchus leads to one of the two lungs. Inside the lungs, the bronchi, which are the main airways leading from the trachea, windpipe, into the lungs, divide into smaller tubes known as bronchioles. The bronchioles resemble the branches of a tree, branching out further and further as they extend deeper into the lungs. This branching structure allows the air to reach all parts of the lungs. At the end of the bronchioles, there are tiny air sacs called alveoli. These alveoli are the site where the actual exchange of gases occurs. They are responsible for the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide between the lungs and the bloodstream. Each lung contains approximately 300 million alveoli, providing an extensive surface area for efficient gas exchange. Gas exchange is the process of exchanging oxygen and carbon dioxide between the air in the alveoli and the blood in the capillaries. When we inhale, oxygen from the air diffuses into the blood, and carbon dioxide from the blood diffuses into the air. When we exhale, we get rid of the carbon dioxide-rich air from our lungs. Oxygen is essential for every cell in our body, as it is used for respiration, which is the process of releasing energy from food. Carbon dioxide is a waste product of respiration, and it needs to be removed from our body to maintain a healthy balance. Breathing is controlled by two important structures, the diaphragm and the intercostal muscles. These structures work together to facilitate the inhalation and exhalation of air. The diaphragm is a large, dome-shaped muscle located beneath the lungs. It serves as the primary muscle involved in breathing. It separates the chest cavity, which houses the heart and lungs, from the abdominal cavity, which contains organs such as the stomach and liver. When we inhale, the diaphragm contracts, moving downward and flattening out. This action enlarges the chest cavity, creating more space for the lungs to expand. In addition to the diaphragm, the intercostal muscles play a crucial role in breathing. These muscles are situated between the ribs and are divided into two types, the external intercostal muscles and the internal intercostal muscles. The external intercostal muscles are primarily responsible for inhalation, while the internal intercostal muscles assist in exhalation. During inhalation, the intercostal muscles contract. This contraction causes the ribcage to move upward and outward, further expanding the chest cavity. By expanding the chest cavity, the intercostal muscles contribute to the overall increase in lung volume. As a result, air is drawn into the lungs through the airways. Conversely, during exhalation, the intercostal muscles relax. This relaxation allows the ribcage to move downward and inward, reducing the space within the chest cavity. The decrease in volume puts pressure on the lungs, causing them to contract. As the lungs shrink, air is expelled from the respiratory system. Physical activity. When we engage in physical exercise or any strenuous activity, our body requires an increased supply of oxygen to meet the metabolic demands of the muscles. Consequently, we breathe faster and deeper to facilitate the intake of oxygen and the removal of carbon dioxide. This increased respiratory rate and volume are essential for efficient oxygenation and energy production during exercise. Emotions. Our emotional state can influence our breathing patterns. For instance, during moments of heightened stress, anxiety, or excitement, our breathing tends to become more rapid and shallow. This response is often referred to as hyperventilation. Conversely, when we are relaxed or calm, our breathing slows down and becomes deeper. Deep breathing exercises are often employed as a relaxation technique to promote a sense of calmness and reduce stress. Health conditions. Various health conditions can affect the rate and depth of breathing. For example, individuals with asthma experience recurrent episodes of airway inflammation, leading to the narrowing of the air passages. This can result in wheezing, shortness of breath, and increased respiratory effort. Similarly, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, which encompasses conditions like chronic bronchitis and emphysema, causes a progressive obstruction of the airways, leading to reduced lung function and impaired breathing. Environmental factors. The environment we are in can impact our breathing. Poor air quality, such as high levels of pollution or allergens, can irritate the airways and trigger respiratory symptoms. In such cases, people may experience increased breathing rates as their bodies attempt to compensate for the decreased availability of clean air. Additionally, altitude can affect breathing due to lower oxygen levels at higher elevations. At high altitudes, the body compensates by increasing the respiratory rate to require more oxygen. Smoking. Smoking is a harmful habit that can severely impact respiratory function. The chemicals present in tobacco smoke can cause inflammation, irritation, and damage to the airways and lung tissue. Over time, smoking can lead to chronic lung diseases like COPD, as mentioned earlier, and significantly reduce lung function. Smokers may experience shortness of breath and increased respiratory rates due to the compromised health of their respiratory system. Breathing is a vital function that sustains life by providing oxygen to our cells and removing carbon dioxide from our body. It is important to take care of our respiratory system by avoiding smoking, exercising regularly, eating a balanced diet, and seeking medical help if we have any breathing problems. We hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new about how breathing actually works. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos on health, fitness and nutrition. Thank you for watching and see you next time.